I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I want to look at the danger of passionate love. Being passionate in love is an experience everyone craves for. And I believe that everyone should experience. I remember the first 5 years of knowing my wife and subsequently marrying. And the intensity was much. That time there were no cellular phones, the lines were not that good. I would send postcards nearly every day. I would send novels, love novels. I would send cassettes of Dolly Parton music and all kinds of things. She will write letters and all that. And if I didn't see her or she's coming, the anticipation, if what I was expecting is not available, the frustration, the anger. That was a phase. I was listening to Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. He said, you don't marry one wife. You can't, no man marries one wife. And stupid church people who don't reason, who don't listen before they comment, criticizing and attacking. But what he was saying was that the individual, the wife in particular, evolves. And so you see one person at the age of the first 5 years, you can see another person in the next 10 years, you see another person, they just evolve. So to be passionately involved, to be passionately in love with one person, particularly maybe the age bracket who got married and even younger, I see 2 young people online displaying all kinds of things. When you reach a certain stage, the circumstances around childbirth, the need to do some other things will make the person evolve. Availability might not be as before. Responsibilities will reduce availability. That can be very, very painful, very dangerous. And then all have fallen short of the glory of God. There is no perfect human being. And to be passionately in love with an individual or madly in love with an individual is a level of insanity, usually propelled by lust. It's a chemical reaction. When the love hormones reduce, there is a withdrawal symptom or syndrome that might be very bad. I will come to that. So, the opposite of passionate love, is not passionate hatred. It is wickedness. That's why you see women who passionately love their husbands. If they cheat on them, sometimes they can eliminate them. They can do terrible things, do wicked things. So the opposite of passionate love is not hatred, it's wickedness. What we call passionate love is lust. Lust. You're lusting after either beauty, voice, talent, resources, comfort, enjoyment, ecstasy, and then possessiveness. You want to hold the person to yourself. You want to own the person, sometimes to the detriment of the person. What are the consequences of passionate love? There you have emotional risks. Number one, you can lose your independence and self-identity when you invest too much in a partner. I had a bricklayer. He wasn't exceedingly attractive. He was a short black man with typical Bantu features. And there was this tall, slim girl that had a little temper problem. And this, my bricklayer, was passionately in love with her. Sent her to a teacher training school and sent her subsequently to College of Education. One of the days when she came to meet him in our work site, you see the way she was misbehaving, talking to him. The man was panicking. He had lost his sense of manhood, his sense of identity. And subsequently, the girl dumped him when she finished the College of Education. That this man trained her from teacher training to College of Education. The man could not be introduced as a husband by that lady. The man was frustrated. You can easily be manipulated when you are passionately in love and be shortchanged. Sometimes you will experience emotional torment. When you are passionately in love and you want so much of your partner, you are not seeing the partner as you would want to. Maybe you needed company at a particular time, his company, her company, and something is not there. Makes him or her not to be there. You will roast inside you. You go through torment and frustration. And if you are passionately in love, rejection, deprivation, and separation can be used as weapons of manipulation against you. And even the devil can capitalize on it. There are some things I can't say here because of families that play my videos on TV that the whole family watches. You can miss your career, miss your education, miss your future by being passionately in love with the wrong person. When you are passionately in love with an individual, you have a limited network. You stick to one person. You are together all the time. For some years with my wife, we were always together. Every other person was secondary. We were always together. And then I lost contact with people until I intentionally decided to rebuild a network. For men, it's good, but for females, your network should be unamorous and it should be more with people of the same gender that can enhance your development and your productivity, so that we won't have stories of sexual harassment. And then when you don't have a significant network, you have limited social capital. And then when you are excluded to a person, you might be undergoing trauma, pain, abuse, misuse, all kinds of trauma, and you don't have any person to complain to because you don't want to present a picture that is contrary to what has been, you are vulnerable to danger and harm. Now, the next thing is that you can suffer from financial mobility because you are so passionately in love. Money you are supposed to use for investment, you are supposed to use for capital, you are supposed to capital investment, you are supposed to use for development, you are just bringing it out, particularly the man, because of the delusion and scarcity that you are experiencing. And enter into reckless expenditure. I know my friend who was in love. The wife was in the school of nursing. He was, he had finished school too. And two of them are late now. The thing was like alcohol. You can go to the town where the girl was in school twice in a day. He will buy all kinds of soap, all kinds of perfumes like that. Or if you told him anything contrary to what was in his mind concerning that girl, you are buy like this, like that. It's as if the world revolved around that girl. When he went somewhere else to work, met another lady, busted this one, and then continued with that one. And after some time, he was frustrated, was owing, he died wretchedly. Some of these people who fall passionately in love, it's not the person that is the attraction for the love. It is the hollow, the emptiness in them that they need a validation from somebody who admires them, who will take care of them, for them to have a sense of fulfillment. So if this one fails, they will look for another person. The hollow is in them. It is not in the people. The magnetism is not in the people. It's the emptiness in them that makes them fall madly in love. Recklessness. He did all kinds of reckless living, financial recklessness, personal recklessness, occupational recklessness. It's terrible. Then the other thing is, after some time, you suffer from burnout. When you light the candle of love and put it in the wind or light it from both ends, you after some time, you've seen too much of each other, you get bored. That's little expectation out of scarcity or uncertainty is not there. It burns out. And once it burns out, you are no longer radiant in the person's eye. You are no longer relevant. And then most times you might not even fulfill your purpose. How many girls have abandoned school to follow men? How many girls have had children from men who abandoned them? How many men have abandoned their families to follow women and eventually find out that they were chasing shadows? How many men have spent money on women who eventually abandoned them? How many? The next thing is that you can have stunted personal growth. Stunted personal growth. I was with my wife morning, afternoon, evening. We drove together, took a bath together, ate together, everywhere. It got to a point I forgot my dreams. I forgot my aspirations. I needed to please her until I suddenly realized that I was living less than who I was born to be. I was living my life to please. And I said, no, I must take back my life. I was somebody, I had dreams before I got married. So it was initially very difficult. All my friends, my young men I mentored, they were so troubled. When I left the school, they were so worried. But today, I'm happily married. I'm doing this video from my wife's bedroom. Happily married. But I am living a life. She told me, even though I'm not traveling with you, I'm so excited that you are living the life you have always wanted to live. Yes, I'm living it. Somebody from Marcus Ekure and Ebibella Fashions in Boba, Port Harcourt, prepared t-shirts and a jumpsuit for me that they will use to celebrate my birthday in Glasgow. When I was doing crow with my wife, every thought, every plan has to put her availability, her willingness to go with me, to do it with me. Anytime she did not want to follow my strategy, I would get pained, I would get angry. And anytime I didn't kowtow to her suggestions and all that, then I don't love her, she would get angry. Then I would, But when I said, let me be me, you be you, but we are married. We are married but single. I was able to bring out what is deposited in me. And I'm getting a lot of it. I'm having fun, man. But I'm passionately, I love her. But love has graduated to responsibility. The things that used to provoke me in those days or irritate me or frustrate me, they no longer do. They no longer do. So, you will have stunted personal growth. You will not actualize your life. And you will hardly think independently. When your eye come clear, you go learn the hard way. When your eye come clear, you will discover that you had been pursuing an illusion and maybe a delusion. I don't commit adultery, never. This is 40 years I've been married. I've never kissed another woman. I am a responsible man. Adultery, I get seduced, I get tempted, but adultery, I don't care. If I'm discussing with my wife, she chooses not to do carry waka. I suspect she is also developing that. Let me tell you, most of what you see on television, you see in the altar, you see in the pulpit, you see in billboards, are acting. I've had time to discuss with people separately. If they tell you their frustrations, you won't believe that this is what you have been admiring. Somebody came and he went to a church and came back. As if you see that man with his wife, the way then they do it, you go see love. Go see love. It's a pastor, big pastor and his wife. Today they are separated. They are separated. Remember, the opposite of passionate love is not hatred, it is wickedness. That's why you see all kinds of people on social media saying all kinds of things, doing all kinds of things, harming each other. Don't fall in love madly. Use your head. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki.